Greetings, everybody. Greetings. It is Q, lifestyle editor of the Quintessential Gentleman magazine. And guess what? Today, I am joined by Chris and Calvin of a brand new HGTV show. Yes, two new black guys on HGTV. Guys, how's everything going today?
How you doing, Q? How everybody doing today?
Man, we're doing amazing, man. What's going on, Q? But first off, I'm Calvin Lamont.
And I'm Chris Lamont. And I'm basically the one that's the buy it brother who's trying to get people to find a house to renovate and build it. Yep. And our show is called Buy It, Build It. He said he's a buy it brother. I'm the build it brother. I'm the brother that, works with the families to try to get them to build a house from scratch. Therefore, that's why it's called Buy It or Build It.
Yes, buy it or build it. So first, congratulations, guys, on the show. I've watched HGTV for a number of years, and it's so good to see a breath of fresh air, somebody that looks like me on HGTV. So how did that come about for you guys?
It was a long time coming for us, right? So when we started doing this, renovation and new build stuff, we were just trying to do like everybody else do, building a business, entrepreneur, flipping houses, renovating, doing stuff like that. Over and over again, people were like, you guys need to be like the property brothers. And we just laugh it off like, yeah, two twins. We look right, you know what I'm saying? But then someone took it to the next level and said, guys, we're going to get you in front of some production people. Let's have some meetings and let's see what can happen. And that was 5 years ago. 6 years ago now.
We always keep saying 5 years. Don't cut it short. Every year we do this. 6 years ago, like Chris said, the first, I guess, quote unquote, talent manager kind of discover, is that the word you use, Chris, in the industry? Chris and I, and then like you said, we just introduced us to what, 4 production companies?
Maybe 4 companies everywhere. But then we got everyone wanted us, right? Everybody was like, you know what? We'll take a chance. You guys definitely should be on TV. What you guys do, it's something special. So we picked one. We tried it. We did they came out to Dallas. We did a whole, it wasn't buy to build it, far from it. It was just basically the Lamont brothers, and we're just doing what we do, you know what I'm saying? But they saw, everybody was like, it's gonna be good. Everybody swore we're gonna get it. But what happened, Cal?
Pretty much, we got 4 no's before we got our final yes. So Chris and I went back, had to shoot for the network 4 different times. The concept always changed a little bit, but it was never a buy it or build it concept. Not until 2020 of October that Chris and I did the final number 5 pilot. And then the network, HGTV and Discovery and all them, they loved it. And they said, instead of getting 1 episode, we're going to get 6 episodes. So here we are today, 2022. That was, Chris, look how fast time goes. That was 2 years ago when the network told us that, they want us to shoot 1 year last time, right? At that, about 1.5 years ago, almost 2 years now, when the network told us. But you see how much time it takes. So that's why we always say, keep your head down and work. Things will fall into place if you're doing it the right way.
So with that being said, you guys started this journey to be picked up by a network and to get to this point 6 years ago at this point. What did that teach you guys about, I guess, perseverance? What did that teach you guys about patience? What did that teach you guys about overcoming those no's to get to where you are today, the premiere of your new show, which is coming out soon?
Yeah, great question, Q. But I don't think the show or those circumstances kind of set us up. It was everything in our real business, in real life, that prepared us for getting the no's and try to persevere through those things. So Chris and I started our companies right out of college. We were 22 years old, So by the time we got to the network and started doing those things, we were already 29. So 7 years went by of me and Chris. Oh, I'm sorry, we were 25. Okay, we graduated at 22. We started our first company at 25. So for 4 years before we even started shooting for TV, we were doing business and leveling up, and we started, doing houses and real estate. So that's in real business, in real life. Me and Chris learned how to persevere and grind through the nose.
Especially where we came from in terms of, we got out of college in 2007. Right? Where everybody could have had an excuse not to do something, go get you a job and just do that, right? You know what I'm saying? So when we came out of college, we went down here. Obviously, we had to get a job just to make sure we can live. But during that whole 1 year experience, we were building business plans and doing all that college stuff that you do when you come out of college, first college brain. But once we got into, we said, you know what? We can't do housing in 2007. We have no credit. We have no nothing. We got 500 credit scores out of college, right? We had nothing. So we started a carpet cleaning business. 2 guys on the truck, floor care, but it turned into, once again, Cal always says, you always got to slow down and speed up. You always got to, you know what I'm saying? If you're not doing something now for 6 months, it's going to be hard. So Calvin and I continued just to change the business, right? We went from a floor care company. We found out that carpet cleaning is a little bit more consistent, grew that, went to water damage, which was amazing, and fire. And that what got us into this construction. So even though we knew that it was real estate from the beginning, and we wanted to do that in 07, 08, when we first came out of college, we had to get to there, but everything we did led us to exactly where we wanted to be.
Okay.
That's pretty much what we did from the bottom. Sometimes you can't automatically get where you want to get. A lot of times you can't get there.
Especially if you don't have money, right?
Especially if you don't have the resources, the money, the experience, education. We also say knowledge. We also say hard work minus knowledge equals wasted time. So if you're working super, super hard and you're grinding, but you're doing it the wrong way because you don't know what you're doing, you're wasting your time. So, right? So you have half the equation, but you got to have the other half and make it balance out.
So look, when it comes to the show, we have the buy it portion, we have the build it portion. But what do you guys, aside from, those 2 differences, feel like you'll bring to not only the show, but to the homes of the people that watch you guys?
I think our show Buy to Build It is unique because it gives you all facets of the build, right? We're going to give you the first part where you get to be competitive with your family members sitting there. Are they going to buy it with Chris or are they going to build it with Cal? That's the first step. It's the fun. But then through that process, as we come together and either build it or buy it, whatever we're doing, we're teaching through the way. Calvin's going through, he's going to be more of that design person, making sure the things look good. What does the client want with our designers? Calvin's getting that done. I'm going to be more on the site, with the dirt in my hands, talking to the GCs and stuff like that. And I'm going to be talking about, okay, this is what we do when we look at something in plumbing. This is how we figure out water. So, and then we're going to be doing stuff together, fun stuff, going crazy. So it's literally a show, not just about having fun, but you're going to actually learn the process of if you're renovating a house or building it, what you need to do.
Yeah, I think it's amazing because not only, first off, let's go back a little bit, Buy to Build It, right? So Buy to Build It premiering May 18th, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, right, on HGTV. Our show is amazing because, like Chris said in the beginning, you have the friendly competition at first, right? Audience doesn't know which way the family's going to go with. And then in our everyday lives, it's a big decision. Are we going to buy a house or build a house? Mm-hmm. It's 2 things you can do, right? So that's one thing that we do. And then also in the beginning, we have super cool animations. So we have some of the so awesome animations where you can see us walking through, even though it's a plane, because when you build a house, there's nothing there, right? So it's hard to show to the clients and show the fans of the show how that looks. So our animations for the buy to build this are amazing. So you'll see that as we're going through the houses. And then the teams that we have on here, it's not just me and Chris. Our show, Buy to Build It, we bring on a team of people that works with me and Chris to help us execute our vision. And if that's some GCs that Chris oversees, some designers that I oversee, and then we have amazing families with all different type of backgrounds. So Black, white, Spanish, neurosurgeons, lawyers. I'm telling you,
we're basically showing America and talking about, like, listen, everyone can be a doctor. Everyone's going to have a big house. These aren't rinky-dink houses that are like, we made sure we're like, listen, if we're going to bring people of color on this TV show, we want to make sure they have nice houses, everything's looking good, and that's what you got.
We're stepping up to the plate, and we're bringing the same designs, that same quality that you see over HGTV. So you guys are going to be, everybody should be proud and happy with the quality of work and then how happy everybody is when we're done.
So the overall representation of what we're bringing to the show, all different kind of contractors, all different kind of designers, all different kind of homeowners. It's going to be a really fun time, and you're going to see Chris and Cal interact with everybody.
Yeah. And then that last thing, all that together, Q, brings the diversity. And that's how you get the different designs and the different colors. So we're working all together, and we might have one design if it was just me and Chris, but since we're working with the families, because we have real families that we have to make sure the house represents who they are, because it's their home. And then we have our designers, our GCs, and everybody else that we work together to execute on an amazing finished product.
You guys have me super excited. So it's 3 things. I've been taking a mental note of 3 things that I wanted to talk about. So GCs, you guys mentioned GCs a couple times. So for the people out there who are unfamiliar with the word of buying it or building it or whatever, I'm going to say that GC would be general contractors.
Ding, ding. Yes, sir.
Got it.
That's the guy you're going to get. If you got a project that's pretty big and you feel that you need multiple services to get that one project done, that's when you most likely bring a general contractor in.
Okay. Now, the other thing, you guys mentioned diversity. And for years, there's certain networks that a lot of us didn't feel like we were represented on. At this time, you guys are representing twins. You guys are representing family members from Texas. You guys are representing the Black community. You guys are representing Black fathers. So how does that feel to be a part of the change, I guess, that we felt like we needed when it comes to diversity, when it comes to representing a community? Do you guys feel any pressure to represent us correctly? Do you guys feel, how does this make you guys feel?
I'll go first on this, my guy. First, we got the shout out to the East Coast too, because we're New Jersey, New York, Maryland guys as well. So we East Coast, South, we all over the place. And that's another thing why I think we're set for this. Our whole lives, first of all, our dad, we are who we are, right? So when you see us on the TV, you see us off the TV when we're talking, we're not changing who we are. We're giving it, exactly what we do. And that's because of our parents, our background, our family, and where we've been raised. We're football players at heart. So all we know is teamwork. All we know is being able to have that family dichotomy, having fun and not being crazy. So when we go on TV, we went to good schools, we've done it the right way through our parents. And now we're just showing that people that are a little different looking than other people can still have that same success. We can still talk clearly. We can still provide a good home. We can provide, good influence. We can do a lot of things. And we just want to make sure that other people, when they see us, say, okay, yes, it can work. But now it's time for everybody to come together, though, and start watching the show and helping us out, right?
That's a great question, too. Do we feel some of the pressure of having to represent, our community, being Black fathers and all that? I say yes and no. The first thing is I say no because we are who we are, right? So I'm not worried about having to change myself or trying to, fit in a certain category to appease certain people. But I do understand and I do feel responsible, I would say. I would feel the responsibility and the accountability of stepping up to the plate and doing and understanding that it's bigger than me and Chris. So if there are situations that might come up that I might think about doing one thing one way, but at the end of the day, we understand that, and this is usually what we do anyway, we do things the right way. So I think my brother and I have always done things the right way. We're not perfect, but if things mess up, we try to make them right. But going back to the show real quick, not to get off cue, right? So just with the show and us being representing the show with Black people and men and fathers and builders and everything, because we're so diverse, I'm so excited and I'm so happy for people to see what we're doing just through osmosis. We're not telling people anything. You just get to watch our show, and through watching our show, you'll see the interactions, the products that we put out. And I think people will start to just see like a more natural, like, oh, okay, like you won't even know you're watching two Black brothers. You can be watching HGTV and you're gonna see us on there with a whole diverse group of designers and GCs, and you're gonna watch a great show that's fun, exciting, a lot of love in it. And I think that's what's really gonna resonate with all of our fans around.
Okay.
I do get excited that someone can actually come and say, Chris and Cal never went to the NFL. They were never, entertainers of any sort. These guys went from, working and being who they were personality-wise, and they were able to get into an entertainment role just by being who they were, right? So you don't have to be now we're athletes, but you don't have to be a professional athlete. You don't have to do any of those things. You don't have to be a high school athlete. All you have to do is be yourself, work really hard, and then people will see you. But you have to work hard with the knowledge. I think, Chris, that's a great point. You can go over that because that was a great point when Chris was saying where we were, quote unquote, I would say nobodies, but we weren't in a quote unquote position that you may think you need to be in to get a cable television show on one of the biggest networks.
500 followers on Instagram.
So right now we need the millions of followers, guys. Right now we need your support. So at the Calvin Lamont, at the Chris Lamont, at the Lamont Brothers on all social media platforms. Follow us now. So now we need it because we want to get the word out. But what Chris was saying is a good point. You don't have to be the super popular celebrity. You don't have to have the trending video. You don't need to have all the popularity. What you need to do is to do what you do very, very well, and then put yourself in position so the right people can identify what you're doing. I think that's what my brother and I did. We kept our heads down. We worked. So even through those 4 no's and over those 6 years of no, we kept our heads down. We kept working, and we kept ourselves in a proper position so the production companies and networks can keep coming back to us freely. Hold on, Chris. I'm almost done. And the networks can come back freely and come back and always say, hey, Calvin and Chris is always there for us, and they can always provide the product, and we were always yeah. So we know your brother. So I was happy, but I don't care. He's my brother. I would put a hand to him like, hold on now, stop. But for sure though, but I forgot my point now, so you can go on. That's why I always saw it. Once I came off, it's like that's why you guys sit down. So anyway, Q. So go ahead, Q. But that's one thing that we that's one little thing, right? I know we got off a little bit that twin thing, but
See, I mean, we're gonna appreciate that. Like we're seeing it right now, but hopefully that's something that we get to see on the show. We get to see like your real, true personality. So, I think from what I'm seeing today, like I haven't even seen the show because it comes out May 18th. Guys, make sure you pay your cable bill and tune in to HGTV. But I'm seeing that good that chemistry right now. So just for that reason alone, would be a reason that I would watch it.
Thank you, Q. You the man, brother.
Oh, absolutely.
Watch Q's podcast, guys. Watch Q's podcast.
Make sure you guys tune in, of course. So, family, of course. I mean, you guys are brothers. You guys are fathers. So, tell us about the family and how the family plays a role in the show, the support of the show, motivating you guys, and continuing to push you guys to get to this point that you are today.
Well, family is everything to us. So we actually do everything around family, and that's what we're here now, right? The sacrifices that we're making, it's not, we sacrifice to make our families better, not to make them, better, comfortable. So sometimes we'll get uncomfortable, but we work hard to get there. And our family, I have 2 kids. I have 2 sons, Christopher Jr., 11. I got Jaden Cash. He's 3 years old, turning 4 very soon. And with our family, we work so hard. And I love how the show incorporates our family. We're very good at that. You're going to see a cameo from Chris Jr. running track, running around, beating his Uncle Cal. You're going to see Journey and Jaden having fun at the park. Journey's his daughter and my niece. And it's just a good time. And our showrunners and our production always gives us opportunity to say, hey guys, if we want to show more family, we want to show that family, that economy of Black families too. They're cognizant of it, and that's why we love our team, is because everybody knows that we want to show everything that we have to offer. So therefore, you guys can come to our life a little bit and see what it is to be Chris and Calvin. First off, I gotta thank the network, Discovery, and HGTV, and our production company, because they let us show behind the scenes. They let not only me and Chris, they let us bring our kids on. Like Chris said, I have a daughter. She's 3 years old, and she's on the show too, on a couple episodes. So we're excited about having our kids on the episodes. And like you said, it's part of the representation, so people can see that if you're working hard, if you're super busy, you can still have time with your kids. You can still take time out to have fun and enjoy and raise your kids and be with your family. And me and Chris take that very, very seriously, family first. And then that family thing permeates through the entire show, Q. It's a family show. It's a show for the entire family to get around, sit on the couch, and
turn on that TV on HGTV and watch Fire to Build It, because it's just fun. It's exciting. We have kids. We're building. I can't say any secrets, but we're building things for kids on the shows, and we're doing super entertainment rooms, and we have all different type of styles and designs that kids can say. You know what I mean, I think everybody from the man to the woman to the kid can watch this show and take something away from it and really, really, really enjoy it.
Now, like I said before, I am very excited to be watching the show. And once again, on that whole family thing, what legacy does Chris, what legacy does Calvin, what legacy does the Lamont brothers work hard to create for Journey and Cash and Junior? Like, what legacy are you guys building for the kids, for, the family as a whole?
I think that the legacy is basically, first of all, working hard, right? That's the legacy that Calvin and I want to put off, as in terms of just like what you want to show your kids. Working hard, effort can get you to a place where success could be, limitless. So I want to show that for our kids. But in terms of legacy for our businesses, right? We want to make sure that our business, what we're doing very well on, which is another community based, right? We do infill development in cities. We work with cities and we basically build communities back, right? So that is something that we want to give our children, and they can lead that off $1 billion business that they can be successful off of. We have a big goal, 5,000 houses in the next 5 to 10 years, and we're going to get there. So we're excited about that. And then when it comes to legacy with the show, we also want to be show legacy for shows too. We want to be able to bring more representation to the networks with Lamont Brothers Entertainment. We want to be able to be those guys and say, listen, we like how you are. We know how we got picked up, so we have a little inside information. So we should use that and help other people become what they want to be in terms of entertainment and stuff like that. So that's what I'm looking for. Great, Chris, and going for that. The Lamont Brothers legacy. They care, man. They brought up others. So if I don't say anything about the Lamont Brothers legacy, they always reached behind them to lift people up. So we want to uplift people, if it's through, resources and monetarily, because we've been blessed with the resources and the connections and the networks to be able to help people that way. If it's through somebody watching the show and being inspired to say, wow, I didn't think I could be on a cable HGTV show and do certain things like this. I thought I had to be whatever other professions. So if we're opening eyes and we're inspiring through our TV show, if you're able to give back through our partnerships and our success, that's another way. And then just bringing people up like we do on our TV show. On our show, we brought some real contractors, designers that work for us in real life. Work with us in real life. They work with us on the TV show. So that's what we're doing too. So we're bringing people and so we told the network, hey, thank you for picking us, but this is the team we need behind us for us to really, really execute this on camera. And they said, let's do it.
Wow. So they believed in the vision. They put the money behind the vision. They put the belief in the vision, and the vision is going to be broadcasted to the entire world on May 18th.
You said it like that, though. It sounds crazy, right?
Yeah,
like,
now I'm not ready to cue. Now you're putting pressure on me, though. Chill out, brother. How
many million people gonna watch this?
So it's funny. So it's funny. We'll get real quick. Probably most people watching this, like most people in the world, it's hard to take a step back and look at what you're doing, right? So especially when you're already in the middle of it. So right now, Chris and I haven't really thought about even though our show has been on the air one time last year, they did a sneak preview December 22nd of one of our episodes. And it was cool seeing us on TV. Anybody that saw it called us up and they enjoyed it, but it's still getting more real now that the season's coming out and the network, we're doing all the media and stuff.
You get the corporate procedures and regulations, you know what I'm talking
about? We're going to the corporate, you know what I mean?
So wake up call, like, listen, guys, now you're in the game, ready to rock and roll. And like you said, Q, we have to represent ourselves accordingly, regardless of the situation. Just like the corporate world accordingly, but also we have another level of wanting to be wanting to show everyone when you see us in real life, it's smiles. We want to be able to, entertain every single kid, every single adult. If they got questions, we want to answer those questions. Like, we're really, really excited about being a source, right? That's another part of being able to give, right? Being an open source, being friendly, getting out there in the streets and talking and stuff like that. That's why we're working in Augusta, Georgia. That's why we're working in Dallas. We're trying to get to Houston and St. Louis and all these other areas that need more, inner city development and help.
When Chris says that, real quick, I'm not sure if everybody knows what we do off the TV show. So you said infant development, but that's a little technical. What we do is we build homes for sale or lease in upgrowing and upcoming communities for the most part. So, that's what we do. We're looking to buy homes, buy lots, and then we build them, either sell them or we lease them, and they're usually entry level to workforce housing demographic. So that's what we pretty much do on a day-to-day basis. And we're always looking to buy more land, and we love working with cities to procure that land and then, develop nice, future-thinking, thoughtful homes for families.
Okay. See, I said it before. I'm going to say it again. I'm excited. We are just days away from the premiere of the show. I appreciate you guys for, taking time out of your schedule to talk to us. It's been a very insightful conversation, and I can't wait to support every one of these episodes when they air live.
There's more than one episode, so I'm glad you said that. We got a whole season, guys. We got a whole season.
Whole season of fun.
Yes. So tell people once again how they can follow you guys if they, have a house that they need to be fixed or built or whatever it is, how they can book you guys or contract you guys out for work. Tell people how they can get in contact with you, and then tell us once again the date, the time, and where they can catch, buy it, or build it.
Okay, first, my Instagram is the Chris Lamont. This is the Calvin Lamont and the Lamont Brothers. Pretty simple. In terms of how we do building.
Oh, and then the website will be www.thelamontbrothers.com. So pretty much everything has the in front of it, and then our names, Calvin Lamont, Chris Lamont, or the Lamont Brothers.
Mm-hmm. In terms of working with us, we're going to be coming up with so many more, like for our shows and stuff like that. We're going to have products and we're going to have things like that we can, be a part of at our standard and stuff like that. In terms of building, if you want a house from the Lamont Brothers, get into one of those cities so you can start coming into those cities and bring more, vitalization, and there'll be a house there for us, because we don't build custom no more. We build for a whole bunch of people now, entry level, and
we build back communities, but we know that in those communities, you got to come in there and buy one of our houses.
But I will say, season 2, we're going to need a lot of customers. If you're in the Dallas DFW area and you're watching this, we'll reach out to production, reach out to us, and then if you're wanting to build a home or if you want to renovate a home, definitely look out for us.
And be on TV.
Yeah, you'll be on TV too. Get some cool stuff.
So, saying all that, that's Chris said enough on that. That was perfect. So, guys, humbly, Q, we say thank you for having us. And most importantly, guys, we need all your guys' support. May 18th, Wednesday, 9/8 Central.
And then every Wednesday after that, at the same time, it's going to be there.
And then every single Wednesday for 6 weeks up to that, we'll have Buy to Build It on HGTV premiering. Calvin Lamont, Chris Lamont. Please watch it.
And the kids. Calvin Lamont, Chris Lamont, and our kids.
Thank you so much for having this, Q, man. Hope you guys learned a little something today from us and had fun.
Absolutely. And we'll be tuned in. Appreciate you guys and have a good one.
Thank you, Q.